Imagine a man walking in his salon, living room during the night and constantly repeating those thoughts in his head. What if I lose job? What if my business fail? What if these transactions will not went through? What if my decision went wrong? What if this? What if that? I know exactly how it is this way. I've been like that for a long time. But then I realized that because of that, once I'm losing my sleep. It's not healthy. It's not good. Because next day I just was like, I can't say that I completely removed this from my life. However, I've learned how to do the better work, so to say, how to release yourself from this kind of fears. Because worrying and overthinking isn't actually control. It's more like you scripting yourself for that failure before it actually happens. I remember a statement probably by Mark Twain when he said, I've had plenty of problems in my life. 99% of them never happen. And that's what happens with us. That's most of the time what's happening with us. We have plenty of problems in our lives. Now, most of them never happen because they are in our heads. We overcomplicate, overthink everything. Our mind constructs that kind of events in our heads, the worst case scenarios, that disaster before it actually happened. And according to those all lovely laws of attraction, reflection, and all others, you just bring that to yourself. When you're preparing for this, you will just bring it to yourself. And get me right, I'm not saying you don't have to be prepared. However, the true preparation is when you learn how can you be adaptable, how can you find the solutions, the trust that you have in yourself that you will find those solutions, you will find those opportunities in your life. This is how you actually prepare yourself for every situation. When you worry and when you overthink, you play defense because it's fear-driven. However, when you want to have the strategy, when you actually create those solutions, come up with those solutions, then you are playing in offense. Because remember, your future is something unpredictable, but it's not something that you need to fear or be afraid. It's something that you can create here and now, with proper mindset, of course. So, what if you start asking yourself a question? That's a practical step now. What is the best outcome here from this, whatever you are afraid, whatever you try to overthink? What is the best outcome? And it doesn't mean to be toxically over positive and all that kind of thing, but focus on positive outcomes, on possibilities. And ask yourself, am I catastrophizing the outcome? Or maybe, am I strategizing? So how can you actually go about this? Flip that fear. Just write that worst case scenario that you have in your head. Because when you see that on the paper, at this point, you might actually realize, oh, it's not so bad. It's not that bad. I can figure it out. The solution to this. And actually, this is the next step. Start writing how this, even the worst case scenario, can work in your favor. What kind of solution you have. Instead of going in your head with all those thoughts, start acting. That's the best solution. Even if you don't know what to do, just figure it out, the possible one little step, and just do it. And step by step, act. Because all actions defeat every fear. Have that 90-10 rule. For 10 minutes, do that kind of risk analysis. And then for 90 percent of the time, start looking for the solutions. Start building those solutions. Start creating those solutions. Because most of the time we do that kind of risk analysis, but then we stuck in it, and we, instead of building solutions, we go in that spiral. So for a challenge for you, or exercise, however you want to do, write down this one little thing that you are afraid of. Write it down and start figuring out the solutions or advantages that might come from it. Remember, your future is up to you to be created. So try this out, let me know how it goes, and as always, I wish you many blessings.